Hi, and welcome to Mental Health Awareness Week, day one. Um, so the first couple of clips, I was in hospital. Quali, some of you might know from my social media and things, some people might not, but I recently had some surgery on the radial nerve in my hand, which was severed slightly, the branches of it. And I'm awaiting some more surgery on the EPL tendon in my thumb, which is the tendon that does that mechanism, but in the other thumb. So I can't do a thumbs up kind of thing, and you can't the extensor tendon or something it's called. Something long, but it's EPL for short. So I've been in a lot of pain with them, so I've been in hospital for a couple of nights. But I'm home now, which I'm really glad about. My cat, Emmy, has given me a little telling off for being gone for so long. She was like, meow, 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 when I came in. I need to ring the vets actually because her diarrhea has come back the last 3 days. So the vet said that the next steps for the diarrhea, because it's been on and off for a couple of weeks now, were going to be blood tests. And that's going to cost a bloody fortune probably, because sending a poo sample away cost a fortune too. So, but I'll pay anything for my babies and to make her well again. So see what the vet says when I ring them. I'm just trying to load my laptop, which isn't happy because it's come from hospital to home and it's trying to get on the right networks. Come on, turn on. Thought that was someone at the door. So yeah, I'm gonna get doing some blog posts for this week because if you don't know, I'm doing a blog post every day this week for Mental Health Awareness Week on the subject of kindness, which is the theme this year. If you didn't know, the Mental Health Foundation, who host Mental Health Awareness Week, have I just had a load of mascara under my eye this entire time I've been filming? Have I really, guys? And you didn't tell us. I'll sort it out. God's sake. Yeah, Mental Health Foundation, who host Mental Health Awareness Week for the last 20 years, the theme was going to be sleep, and they changed it to kindness in response to the coronavirus pandemic and the lockdown, which I think was a really good move of them to acknowledge the impact that the virus is having on people's mental health. I've just been told some statistics have come out today that there's been a 15% increase on prescription of antidepressants since the lockdown began. So I've been writing my posts ahead of the days. So I'm on to post number 4 now, so day 4. And then on day 7, it's going to be a video of all the clips of the vlogs every day this week. It's all going to go into one big video and it'll go up on Sunday, day 7. So I'm going to get working on these blog posts. 4, 5 and 6 I need to do. And I'm waiting for my food shopping to be delivered. I used to do my food shopping and collect my medication with my support worker from Richmond Fellowship, but they've cancelled face-to-face appointments. So I haven't been able to do that with her. So I've got a local organisation, like a community centre near where I live, are doing my food shopping for me every week and bringing it to me. So I just send them a list. They go and do the food shopping at the local supermarket and deliver it, and then give me an invoice and I pay a bank transfer to them for the food shop. And I don't pay like anything extra for the service or anything like that. It's just for the food shop. So it's really good what they're doing for people. So I'm waiting for that to be delivered as well this morning. And then I've got an appointment with my CPN, which is community psychiatric nurse, this afternoon. And we're doing a video chat for the first time. Haven't done one of them yet. Apparently when you like log on to the appointment video thing, it takes you into like a virtual waiting room. So that's going to be interesting to see what that looks like. And then you have to like wait in the waiting room until the other person joins the conversation. So I'll let you know how that goes later. And until then there might be a few time lapses of me blogging. My pussycat and bunny are in the garden, so you might get to see them a bit. And otherwise, I'll speak to you guys soon. So I've literally slept all day. I don't know, people say that all the time, but it is 10 o'clock at night. So like literally all day. I mean, obviously I was up this morning when I got back from hospital and I was vlogging. And then I think I went to sleep at about 11:30, 12. My community psychiatric nurse rang me because I missed her appointment, sort of. So had her appointment like half asleep. And she's going to ring me again later on in the week to have a like proper talk and to do the video chat this time. So yeah, slept all day, but I feel a bit better having all that sleep. So I'm watching Grey's Anatomy and I'm still working on post number 4 for this week. So I've got tomorrow's and Wednesdays done. So technically I've still got like 2 days to get this post done, but I'd rather get it done tonight. It's going to throw my sleep pattern completely out of thing now, getting up at 10 at night. I'm still a bit tired, so I thought I'd force myself to get up so that hopefully I'm not up too late. But then my medication gets delivered tomorrow morning as well, so I kind of need to be up for that. So I don't know what to do. When to go to sleep, I don't know. Yeah, so that's going to be my evening. I'm going to have a pizza as well. I got a pizza in my food shopping, so I'm going to have that later. And that's about it, really. It's not been a particularly interesting day so far as like being vlog worthy, but not every day is going to be that interesting, especially on lockdown as well. You're not really going to get to see that much this week. I haven't got any events or anything planned, so it's going to be a bit of a slightly boring one, but I'm sure there'll be things that I can talk to you about that come up during the week. And I hope you all enjoyed my posts on my blog, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Hey, Tuck. It's time for this file the new labs are in.
Easy.
On the pile. Tucker didn't take them? I wanted the evening with him. You guys get to the bottom of anything?
Hi.
Why don't I take Tuck for a couple hours? You can go talk to him. Go fight with him. You're not gonna fix anything one day, but you can go in and keep trying.
Emmy. Emmy. Be nice.
She's staying with me for a couple of days. She didn't bring enough stuff.
Did you call her husband?
She didn't want to talk to him.
Did you get a psych consult?
Emmy.
Alex, hey, she had an hysterical pregnancy.
Okay.
Something she may have.
Oh.
Okay, I can handle it. I'm gonna
Oh,
take care of
Emmy.
it. Just give me some damn
No, Emmy. You're making it all tatty and horrible. Emzy. You go. Emmy. Ow. Oh. Come and be nice. Emmy.
Tomorrow's board and Dr. Tapley's
No, baby. No. Hi, and welcome to Mental Health Awareness Week, day 2. I'm breaking my... Well, I'm not really breaking lockdown thing, because I'm going to collect my medication. My medication is usually delivered on a Tuesday, which is today, and it wasn't delivered because when I was in hospital, like the last 2 days, apparently they rang the pharmacy and told them I was in hospital and then didn't tell them I'd been discharged. So the pharmacy didn't know to deliver my medication today, and I need it today because I've run out of one of them. I run out of one of them on a Tuesday, so that's why I get it on a Tuesday. So I'm having to go and collect that now. I've just left the house, so I'm gonna collect that and then go home and get blogging. Still on post number 4. My second post will have gone up, but I haven't shared it on social media yet because I've been asleep like all day again. Yeah, so I'm off to the pharmacy. Luckily it's not that far away, it's like a 15-minute walk from my house. And it's usually open until like 11 at night, which is why I chose it as my pharmacy where my medication like automatically goes to, because it means that I can go and get it like quite late on and stuff, and I'm not like stuck to like 9 to 5 hours. So I chose that one, but because of the lockdown they're shutting at like 8 and I think it's like 6 now, so I really have to go and get it. So I will see you guys when I get home. About to go into my call with my CPN, community psychiatric nurse. It's the first time we've done a video chat, so it's going to be a bit interesting to see how this goes. Wish me luck. I'm going to do a time lapse of the talk, so there'll not be any audio, it'll just be filming me, not her. And then I'll speak to you guys afterwards. Well, that were pointless. Should just rang us instead of doing the video thing. So they're gonna double my mirtazapine, which is like a antidepressant mood medication thing. I think I kind of like I asked if there was a possibility that we could do it, because I feel like I'm doing everything that I can to keep myself safe, and like the overdoses and the cuts have been because I've been in so much pain, and that's like me trying to cope with it in like different ways. So I thought it's either a case of will my GP increase my pain meds, or will the mental health team increase my mental health meds? And my CPN was like, you do know that it's not going to change the pain though? And I was like, yeah, but it'll help me cope with the pain. And I think I've got a better chance of them increasing the mental health than I have the codeine, which is my pain relief. And there's more dangers to increasing the codeine as well, like the risk of like addiction and stuff. So I thought it made more sense to try a mental health increase instead. So I'm going to ring my GP now and just make them aware of what's going on. Because they're really nice at my GPs, and I like to sort of keep them updated, because I feel like a lot of the teams don't really communicate with each other, and I'm kind of a go-between sometimes. But sometimes I don't mind that, because I want each professional to know what the other professionals are doing. So to me, it's no great thing having to just do it myself, really. So I'm gonna ring them, and then I'm doing some online learning stuff with St. Oswald's, who I'm gonna be like a digital volunteer for. I was meant to start it a while ago, but let's see what I've got to do. I was meant to start it a while ago, the job, but obviously everything got cancelled because of the coronavirus and the lockdown and stuff, because St. Oswald's is hospice, if you don't know. So there's obviously a greater chance of like the risk of infection and things there, so obviously they couldn't have volunteers still coming in, because I know that some places are still up and running, but I'm just kind of explaining that that's why this one is because it's a hospice, so they can't really have like volunteers from God knows where coming in. Have to do health and safety, data security awareness, safeguarding adults, safeguarding children, fire safety, and moving and assisting. And I think I've done most of them now. Shall we have a look, see what I've done? I ended up doing like, so you can kind of they're not the ones I've done though, are they? I haven't done all them. Eh? My activity. Certificates. You get a little certificate after each course, which is so cool. And then you have to send the certificates to St. Oswald's for them to see that you've done them. I don't understand. It's like saying I've done loads and I haven't done all these. Oh, is it like, it's telling me the ones I can do. I've done moving and handling. Was that one of them? Is that even one I had to do? Moving and assisting. Okay. So maybe that's the wrong one. It's called moving and handling on here. But what you had to do was, and this is what's like confused me and them, and I've been asking them loads of questions about it, is you type in the module into like a search bit at the top. This is all through like NHS England, the training. That's the rabbit having a temper tantrum. You type in the name of the module, and then it comes up with all these options of like ones that you can do, because there's like different levels to them. And there's like different, not organisations, but like different types of modules. So there's some that are statutory and mandatory training, which is SMT. And then there's some which added that were volunteer learning passport ones. And when I did all the volunteer learning passport ones, I then saw later on in the instructions from St. Oswald's that it's statutory and mandatory. So I've been asking them if it's like the same thing. They're moving and assisting, so I haven't done that one yet. I've done the moving and handling, haven't I? So maybe I am doing the right ones, but they called it statutory and mandatory. And I've done fire safety. I've done some extra ones as well. Health, safety and infection prevention and control. I've done mental health awareness, that was an extra one. I've done the safeguarding ones, data security, and I've done communications one, which I thought was like more appropriate for what I'll be doing with me working in like digital and on social media. Health and safety, data security, fire safety. So I need to do moving and assisting, I think. Now, how do I click to like do it? Sorry, I'm just taking you along the whole time and I've been recording for 7 minutes, so I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna go for a walk with my mum. Keeping my distance, of course. And just to like, there's like a field near where I live, so we're just gonna go there so we're not mixing with anyone else and stuff. So I will see you guys soon. By the way, welcome to day 3 of Mental Health Awareness Week. I don't know if you can see Emmy's tail under the blinds, but she's I think she's like attacking a fly. It's on the other side of the window, like the outside of the window. She's just been going up and down the window. Are you alright? MZ? Emmy? There she is! You caught it! Was it outside? Watching Greatest Showman and doing some work. Post number 5 for Mental Health Awareness Week. And she's off. She's gonna find that fly. I swear it's on the outside though. You can just see our little paws under there. Oh, she's so cute. See, what have I got? What's that? Can you sit in it? No? Do you like it? She's like, nah, it's not that bothered actually. After all that, Pixie, it was only like 11 quid and it's quite big actually. I thought it was small at first, but then compared to like Pixie, it's big enough for her. Maybe not for a cat. Have a look. You don't want it? I'll take it back. I'll send it back to China. Fine, okay then. Pixie? Oh, it's a wee bit dark. So that first clip was the clapping for the key workers in the NHS. Look at that one, man. She's so cute. Oh, and then that second clip was Pixie getting this. And I did do a little video before that, but my face was a mess, so I didn't like it. What I said was Pixie had a cat scratching thing for a while, and it was like a settee thing. It was like this long, I can't remember what the proper name is. It's like a French name, Chauzy or something. She had one of them, but like a cardboard cat scratch one. and this is all that's left of it now. So I got that big one, didn't I? Was it? So she's got this new one. She doesn't seem fussed by it, but hopefully she'll. I've waited ages for it to come. I ordered it in like March, April. So hopefully, oh, she's sitting in it. Oh, she was sitting in it. I swear to God, she was sitting in it, okay. Hiya baby. You've eaten all your breakfast? So the reason why the clap was the first thing was because I slept all day again. So I didn't get up until like 20 to 8. And the clap's at 8 if you don't live in the UK and don't know that. The clap's at 8 p.m. So I had like 20 minutes to sort myself out and get outside and do that. So that's done. Pixie's got her present. I'm now going to, I've just put my day 4 post was already up. It had been like scheduled, so it was up. But I hadn't like tweeted or put it on Facebook, so I've done that now. And day 5 is ready to go, tomorrow's. So I'm just working on day 6, Saturday. And then Sundays is like the roundup with all the links from all the posts that week. And then the vlog, so there's not really much writing to do for that, which is good. So I've really just got day 6 to do now. And then I'm done, I'm free. Hope you're all having a good mental health awareness week and that people have done some good work and been a bit proactive about everything. Took my dressing off last night because it was really like pulling on my hand. So that, not the long one that goes down my thumb, the one that goes like horizontal is, those scars are all from surgery, by the way. They're not, I haven't done them. But the horizontal one is the surgery that I've just had. And it's like, I'm like numb all the way around it. And it's really irritating us. And the dressing that I had on it was like, my hands like swelled up a bit and the dressing was like pulling on it. And it didn't have to be on for much longer anyway, so I've took it off. And obviously the wounds all seal, like closed up and stuff from the stitches have dissolved. So it's fine to be off. I'm a little bit concerned with the red bit. It's like, I don't know. Because it's kind of like still a little bit open on it. Not open, but like scabbed over. And then it's red around it. I don't think it's infected or anything. I think it's just being irritated by the dressing. So got that off. I've still got one on my wrist from when I cut and had stitches. That was me. That wasn't surgery. Feels weird having like my hand free. Almost free. I get my stitches off next Friday, which I'm not looking forward to. But I've got my pain relief and stuff. I don't know if I talked about it yesterday. I think I must have done. About that I spoke to yes I did. My community psychiatric nurse. She rang today and the psychiatrist has authorised the increase in my medication. So that's going through. I get a Dorset box like every week. And it has like all my tablets in it already. So like Monday through Sunday. And then like morning, afternoon, tea and night. And they're all in like little boxes and you just press through like the paper to get into the box and take the tablets. So it's just going to be added to that next Tuesday. And apparently straight away I'll have a bit of like a sedated effect from it. And then she said a couple of weeks and I'll notice the difference like mood wise and feeling better like that. So It's hard though, because I feel like antidepressants should be like, and mental health medication in general should be like pain relief, and that it takes like at the most 20 minutes to work. If it's going to work, then it takes like 20 minutes and then it works. Because mental health can be painful, really. Like, it should be regarded as the same thing as being in physical pain. It should work that quick. And really, it's, yes, ME. It's life-saving mental health medication. And there's so many people who have started antidepressants and not seen a difference straight away, and have lost hope and have ended up committing suicide. Because they've lost hope, or they've thought they can't wait a few weeks for it to make a difference. Luckily, I've kind of got the attitude that just knowing there might be a difference is helpful enough for me to keep going and to try and stay safe until there's a difference. So hopefully just having that like glimmer of hope and like the light at the end of the tunnel is enough to keep me safe until there is a difference from the medication. Fingers crossed anyway. So I don't know whether I keep vlogging after this week. I'm going to do a little poll on Twitter after Sunday when I've put my big vlog up and see what people think. Look at that bruise from a blood test. That's ridiculous. Yeah, hope you're all having a good week. Hope you have a good Thursday. Hope you've all in the UK, or I don't know if other countries are doing it, but I hope you've all done the little clap for the NHS if you agree with it. Anyway, I know there's some people who are like, what's the point? It's not. I don't know. I don't understand the people that have this view. So I'm not going to pretend to get around their thinking. And I will see you guys soon. The state of that. Emmy? What? Hi. Ooh. And welcome to, and I said Vlogmas, oh my god. Welcome to Mental Health Awareness Week, day 5. That many. So I got up a couple hours ago because Becky, who I think I was talking about yesterday, who's like one of my best friends, but she's also kind of a support worker and helps me around the house and to do bits and pieces. She was meant to be coming today, but she hasn't been able to. So sending hugs and thoughts to her if she watches this. So I was up so that I'd be able to see her and spend time with her. And then she couldn't come, so I've had a shower, so my hair's a bit wet. It's very red though, because I got my roots are coming through, but the actual redness is red. I got a conditioner from Amazon that's like specially for red hair. I find that so many brands, I've got fluff up my nose. I find that so many brands, hair brands beauty brands do specialist like shampoos and conditioners and hair treatment for brunette and blonde hair. And there's not a lot out there for red hair, so I managed to find one. Oh, my thumb. I managed to find one on Amazon, and I got that, and it seems to have done good, doesn't it? So I'm just waiting for my mum to pop over. Obviously not in the house because lockdown and such, and can't mix households. So we're just gonna pop to the shop because Becky was going to bring a couple of things for me that I've run out of and that I really need. And obviously she hasn't come, so I haven't got them, so I need to go to the shop and get some stuff. Which is alright because it gets us out. So I'm going to do that. I'm in the middle of writing a blog post. All my posts are finished for this week, by the way. Obviously just got like the finishing touches to post 7, which I can't finish off until like Saturday, so tomorrow. Oh, also spoke to my GP today because, well, one of the GPs, because of the pain in my thumb, my hand. If you don't know, I've just had surgery on the nerve, the radial nerve in my thumb, and I'm still waiting for tendon surgery on the APL tendon in my thumb, which is the one that gives you like that kind of movement, like a thumbs up position. So my thumb, like, on the side where have the surgery, like that's a thumbs up for me. Not very impressive, really. And I don't know if you remember, but I was saying the other day that the mental health team are going to double one of my antidepressants because I've been struggling recently and I've been really unsafe. And the main reason I'm struggling is because of the pain, and I feel like really lonely with it because I think that no one really, and it's not just me, like pain in general, no one really understands the pain that someone else is going through and how they're feeling about it and just how much it hurts for them. So I felt quite lonely recently, and I think that's why I've been a bit unsafe. So they're increasing the meds, so that's going to take a few weeks to kick in. So I spoke to my GP and told her what the plan is. And I says, to be honest, I don't know if the pain's got worse. I know that because I've started physio. I think that's why it's got worse. So I don't know if I'm struggling to cope with it because I need help with my mood and it's my mental health that's struggling, or because the pain is actually that bad and that's why I'm struggling with it. And she thinks that it's a bit of both, so they've increased my pain meds as well, which I'm really glad about. I was hoping that she would, but I wasn't too sure because obviously pain meds, at least the ones I'm on, can be addictive. And you don't want to be on like a high dose for long term. And I don't see my surgeon or like speak to her until the 1st of July. So I've got to really get through until at least then. So that's been increased as well. So I'm fully drugged up. Oh, what I was going to say was I'm working on a blog post because I finished all the other ones. And it's called Everything I Want My Abuser to Know. And I've basically, like, I got given this book. It's got my initials on. From O2. Ages ago. Actually, I've got the letter. Oh, it doesn't have a date on it. Does it? Doesn't have a date on it. O2 sent me it as a little gift for my birthday. And I hadn't used it yet. And I've ended up making some notes. One-handed. For this blog post. And I've gone through loads of old blog posts about the abuse. And I've just made some notes about all the things that like I've taken from those posts that are things that I would want my abuser to know. And I really hope that I found out ages ago that my abuser has read my blog. Whether he still does or not, I don't know. So there's a chance that he will actually see the post. But I also hope that other abuse survivors can read it and think that's what I'd want my abuser to know as well, and think they're not alone in wanting them to know this, and that it's okay for them to want to say these things to their abuser, and that it's okay to think of things they'd want the abuser to know. Because I think a lot of people are like, oh, don't think about them, they're not worth your time and blah blah blah. And I think that that kind of undermines the huge impact and power the abuse has had over your life. And it is worth your time, and it is worth thinking about. It's not worth, I mean, it's not the best way to cope being unsafe about it and self-harming and things and feeling suicidal, but it's had a huge impact on me, what happened to me, what was done to me. And I think it's worth giving it time to talk about it, like allocating time to talk about it. So that's what my new blog post is going to be about. I haven't got the virus. I don't know when that's going to go up, because I don't know whether I can probably finish it today, but I don't know if I want to put it up during Mental Health Awareness Week, if that'll be a bit of an overkill, because there's already a post gone up today. So that's that. So I'm going to go to the shop, and then I'm going to work on this blog post. I think that's about it, really. I hope you're all having a good Friday. Yay for the weekend, and I will see you soon. Hi, welcome to Mental Health Awareness Week, day 6. Nearly there, woo! I had a bit of a rough night last night. It was just the pain from my hand, like where I've had the surgery and where I'm still waiting for the surgery. It's just been really hard to cope with it, because I feel like, you know, I think I said it the other day that no one really understands or appreciates how much pain I'm in, because no one else can experience it. And that's not just me, like I think that for all pain, for everybody, no one can experience what the other person is going through, so how can you possibly understand it? There's also though something that, like, I think I did do a blog post about the original injury to the tendon, but I don't think I've like talked about it with you guys on here. So what happened was, the original injury, when I tore the APL tendon, which, as I've said before, is the one that does the thumbs up motion to your extensor tendon in your thumb. I kind of like, I did it opening a bottle of Prosecco on Boxing Day last year. So I went to like my local minor injuries on Boxing Day when I first did it, because I thought it was dislocated, because it was like all of a sudden I just couldn't move it at all. At the hospital, they turned around and told me that they x-rayed it. They didn't examine it or like see what kind of movement I could do or anything. I just said I can't move it. And what I'd done, like that I'd been opening a bottle of Prosecco when I'd done it. They x-rayed it and they turned around and said, it's not broke, it's not dislocated, put it in warm water and try and start moving it. So I think that the pain I'm going through and stuff, I think that the pain is genuinely bad, but I think I'm struggling to cope with it because of my mental health and feeling lonely with it, and also because of how it all sort of unfolded. And I was told that when a doctor looked back on the x-ray that they'd taken of minor injuries, he said you can tell in it that I'd snapped the tendon. And I was told that if I'd had surgery on that day when it first happened, I might not be going through all the complications and things that I'm going through now, because I didn't get the repair until like almost a week afterwards, and that was because I was in so much pain and still couldn't move it a few days later that I was like, I'm going A&E and I'm sorting this out. And straight away they were like, we're getting plastics down here, plastic surgery, they'll decide what's wrong and you'll probably need surgery. And it was like sorted out straight within like the 4 hours of the limit you're meant to be in A&E. It was sorted. And then I had the surgery as like an emergency procedure a couple of days later, and they said that if I'd had the surgery on that Boxing Day when I did it, having the surgery a few days later might not have torn, and because I've had the first repair, so the surgery I'm waiting for now is because I tore the repair by accident. Like, I didn't purposely do it, it's just torn. But they've said that if I'd had that repair on the day I'd done it, it might not have torn and I might not be needing a second surgery. I wouldn't be going through all this pain for months on end, because obviously it was December I did it. Wouldn't still be going through everything and needing the second surgery and feeling like this if the nurse had spoke to the doctor that was next to her. She took me up to look at the x-ray on the computer, and there was a doctor next to her, and she like nudged him and she was like, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? And he was like, no, it's fine. That was it. He like glanced at my x-ray and was like, no, it's fine. He didn't say, well, how she'd done it, what's happening, what's the symptoms. He didn't do any of that. There was no examination. And I've been told it's medical negligence, and obviously there is a complaint in about it, which I can't really go into, but it's not the point. The point is that maybe I'm struggling to cope with the pain because I've got all that in the back of my head, thinking I wouldn't be going through this if they just listened to me and done something about it at the time. And it's kind of like feeling let down by the minor injuries. Of course, the plastic surgery and everything have been nothing but fantastic, and I've got no complaints against them. It's purely the minor injuries that missed it. So I struggled a lot last night. I didn't do anything, but I was very close to. I was locked myself in the bathroom, was crying, and my cat was just like scratching at the door trying to get in. I was like, you can't come in, Mummy's crying. So I was up until like 3 a.m. crying. I literally cried for 3 hours because I went in the bathroom at 12, and then when I came out of the bathroom it was just after 3 a.m. But like I said, I didn't really do anything, and I kind of just sat with the emotion and just thought, well, this is how I feel now. Let's see how long it lasts. If it goes away, then brilliant. If in a few hours' time I still can't deal with it, then, you know, I'll decide how I'm going to cope with it. But it went away after 3 hours. So, and I'm glad that I didn't do anything, because it was nice to wake up in my own bed and not hospital bed, and to be with my pets today, and not be in a hospital on a drip and having the pain and needles and stuff. So I'm just working on a blog post, and this might be the final clip. If it is, then thank you for joining me on Mental Health Awareness Week. I'll probably do a poll on my Twitter to see if anyone wants me to keep vlogging through, especially through like my journey with my surgery in my hand and stuff and how I'm coping with it. I'll maybe carry on vlogging for that. Emmy's over there. There. I was on the phone with my mum for nearly 2 hours just before, and I looked over at her, at Emmy, and she was like just lying there. She was just like sat like this, and I looked away, and then when I looked back, she was like all sprawled out with like her legs right up and looking at us upside down, and I laughed when I saw her. I was like, what position is that? So yeah, I hope you're all having a good weekend, a good bank holiday, and I'll either see you soon, as in like there'll be more clips, or this is it, and thank you for joining me.